Welcome back to the show. It's We Are Live from Midcoast Studio in Grand Center, St. Louis, Missouri. If you missed last hour and you're watching live, go back, check it out. You can also download it on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. We kicked off a poll, a melee on the Twitter handle at We Are Live Radio. Had to do with Andrew Luck and Death Row Records being purchased by Hasbro. Your favorite Death Row rapper of all time, Travis?
It'd be Tupac.
What's the plan with this?
With this
Hasbro purchasing.
I think it was part of a bigger package. Hasbro didn't just went out and it wasn't like the executives roll out of bed one morning. It was like, man, I sure would like to get my hands on Death Row Records. I think it's part of a package that Hasbro just recently purchased for, I think upwards around $3 billion. And I think the catalog that is Death Row Records is rolled into that. So it wasn't as if Hasbro was like, all right, guys.
Gotta have it.
Gotta have it. The streets need that. No, I think is...
the monocled Monopoly guy.
Yeah. But Hasbro has expanded there, now a studio. So now they not only just create toys and brands, they also... now use those toys that they own to turn them into films.
Are we going to see a rapping Mr. Potato Head?
There's a very strong likelihood that we could. They do own the... yeah. But the folks at Hasbro, though, they're making some serious noise. They are getting into the...
Is Hasbro, like, what are their
media
toys?
Field. And
so, like, Hasbro...
You got Barbie. They own Barbie, don't they? Don't they own Hasbro? Is that the G.I. Joe?
Maybe.
I think G.I. Joe is part of that. Papa Bear will have to look it up, but...
Let's see, on the Hasbro
Garden, you had
website,
toys as a kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they do the Marvel Studios toys. At least Spider-Man. No, here. Explore Hasbro toys and games. Find all your favorite toy brands in one spot, including Nerf, My Little Pony, Transformers, and more. They've got Marvel, Play-Doh, My Little Pony, Power Rangers, Transformers, Star Wars, Hasbro Gaming, Disney Princess. This is a lot. You want to hear the rest of their brands?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Beyblade Burst, Chomp Squad, Baby Alive, Drop Mix, Easy Bake. Ooh, Easy Bake edibles.
No, we're definitely getting an Easy Bake movie. We're getting an Easy Bake something.
Little
we're
Big
getting
Bites.
an Easy Bake. We're going to eat
Fur
an Easy
Reel?
Bake.
Fur Reel? Sounds like a video Travis would have hid under his bed.
The
Block Stars, Lost Kitties, Littlest Pet Shop, Mighty Mugs, New Rebel, Nerf Rival, Play School Heroes, Sesame Street.
The worldwide toy maker announced the $4 billion Thursday purchase to buy British company Entertainment One, which produces animated kids shows as the very popular Peppa Pig and PJ Masks. But of course, Entertainment One also owns the Death Row label and its catalogs. So yes, as Chris pointed out, Hasbro, which already owns My Little Pony, Monopoly, Mr. Potato Head, has said the company was looking to expand family brands and television production with the purchase. So yeah, I don't think they're going to be rolling out anything family-wise from Death Row Records. But yeah, Entertainment One was the owner of that, and now it belongs to the folks at Hasbro.
Big Blurred shuffling across the street. Nothing but a street thing, baby.
Hey, what a year headlines. I think if of all this 2019 has provided us with some of the most sensational headlines that I honestly believe that if someone said January 1st, 2019, these are the headlines of the year ahead, you would have been like, okay, yeah, from The Onion. You would have never thought that these were real headlines.
Yeah.
If you had to go by Hasbro purchasing Death Row Records. If someone said that January 1st, 2019, you'd have been like, ha, good one, bro.
Well, it's just more proof.
Sounds like
nothing's
two truths
different.
and a lie.
Yes.
Nothing's different, and everything's the same, and it's all ending.
That's fair.
Excuse me.
Jesus, Scott.
That was the most
Russ
Gardner's
Cole
ever resonated with me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, look how he perked up when you said that.
You go,
Man,
oh.
the end is nigh.
Nihilist Chris. Okay.
Societal arc.
Uh-huh.
Slipping down.
Walking off into the sunset.
Slipping down.
Now,
No
you
pulling
say
back.
that. Now, we say that like it's been a whirlwind of headline topics. So we see Hasbro, purchasing Death Row Records and its catalog. But does that compete with shooting nuclear weapons into a hurricane?
I think Ian Ziering worked on this one, right?
So, in another turn of events, there's a rumor, sources are saying that over the past few months, the President of the United States has met with officials. And during some of these meetings, when they talk about preparing for the upcoming hurricane season, the leader of the free world suggested perhaps shooting a nuclear weapon at them.
And believe it or not, coyotes.
Yeah, here's an excerpt. This is behind the scenes. This is from Axios. During one hurricane briefing at the White House, Trump said, I got it. Why don't we nuke them? According to one source who was there. They start forming off the off the coast of Africa as they're moving across the Atlantic. We drop a bomb inside the eye of the hurricane and it disrupts it. Why can't we do that? The source added, paraphrasing the president's remarks. Asked how the briefer reacted, the source recalled he said something to the effect of, Sir, we'll look into that. Trump replied by asking incredulously how many hurricanes the U.S. could handle and reiterating his suggestion that the government intervene before they make landfall. The briefer was not back on his heels, the source in the room added. You could hear a gnat fart in the meeting. People were astonished. After the meeting ended, we thought, what the fuck? What do we do with this? Trump has denied this has happened, by the way. But this is a report from Axios. And I would appreciate, if this is true, if the president would stop stealing from my script for Barricane.
Yeah. Oh, no.
How long did that take you there, Gardner?
It's not mine. This is somebody else. Apparently
Oh.
others are already on to Barricane.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you got some executive producers out there, yeah?
Yeah. People have been onto it for a little while. I mean, like when I first mentioned it, or when I mentioned it here several weeks ago, was not the first time I had
Okay.
Okay.
come around with Barricane. That idea has been around for a number of years. But please, yes, stop borrowing from my script to possibly incorporating your policies.
More surprising, and I know I'm dipping back into the to the Andrew Luck topic.
Trouble. We're alive.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Ask a man in May of 1993. More likely scenario in the near future of 2019. You know, we'll be 19 years into flying cars by then. Again, we're talking to someone May of 1993.
Right.
More likely scenario, there's a digital platform where the whole world can speak on that O.J. Simpson, since having murdered two people, criticizes an NFL star for making a decision about his health, or the President of the United States is Donald Trump and he has suggested nuclear war against hurricanes.
I think it's the
I am the chosen one.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Which one? You have gun to his head. 1993,
Oh, it's definitely the
May
president
of
because you don't
1993.
ever, in 1993, knowing what we knew of Donald Trump, I don't think
You're
we would
still
have
in
saw
good
him.
graces with OJ. You've just rented a Hertz rental car because
Yeah.
of his friendly face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say the
Does my
I
phrasing
would
work?
I would say Trump still, if I'm putting myself in that year.
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But then he was a caricature at the time and not hated as much.
No, but I don't
right.
think people
so
would have
which is
ever
why
thought.
you could think that's still a possibility.
Right, and I don't think
You'd be like,
everybody.
oh, that guy in front. Yeah, sure, he'd say something silly like that.
Well, I feel like though,
but you
like-
would think of it as different.
But
right?
you would never think, like even in 1993, you would have never thought Donald Trump would be president.
I don't know.
Like I think
No,
the
I
idea,
think you
not,
could
and
make-
not to think that people would. I think you would have been like, okay,
But you would have definitely been like, the Jews ain't murdering anybody, and this talk to the world thing, and him, no.
but
there's
I
a-
think nuking the hurricane part though is what gets you.
Which officially,
Oh,
the
okay.
Jews
No, that's
criticized
fair.
Andrew Luck on Twitter.
It's the
by the way.
yeah. The nuking the hurricane part. I think maybe
If you
you're
leave
right.
it
Maybe the
at-
President Trump part maybe wouldn't be so weird because
I
he
don't
was.
think it would.
But I think the nuking the hurricane
If
part
you-
is
yeah,
what's
that's
going
true.
to
If you add
hang
that
people
onto
up.
it, then it becomes more difficult
Yeah.
to believe.
Yeah, because at the time he was a playboy /
Right.
like he's a goofball.
So you can see people going like,
But
"Hey,
it-
vote for him." Well, I
but
guess they did,
real
didn't they?
estate person, and you'd even had Reagan, who was an actor before that, who people wouldn't, you're not going to think.
Reagan
that
also ran a
crazy.
state.
No, I know, but you could say you've got, 20 plus years to make up
Yeah.
in between.
It makes it harder when you throw in the nuking a
The
hurricane.
nuking
thing.
the hurricane part,
Yeah.
and that's it. And that, yeah, I don't. I don't even know what to do with that information. Like, I think people were getting upset at the mass media yesterday about not going extensively into this alleged comment from the president. But at the same time, what do you do with that information? Like, Congress isn't going to do anything. And no one's from the Pentagon is going to actually speak up. So it's almost like it's just out in this ether. Like, what do you do with it? It's just out there that the president probably actually said in a meeting that we should send nuclear missiles into a hurricane to prevent it from making landfall. So I think, like, when you hear that, I think the thing that's scary to us isn't that it was a crazy statement. It's that there's literally shit we can do about it.
The problem is,
we know it's true. We know it's probably happened.
I do have the Fox News reaction. Do you have it?
Sure
Have you guys seen this?
I have not seen it. Oh, is it
actually,
serious one?
they're super upset about it. They said, well, why didn't anybody say anything when Obama said Allah could stop hurricanes from hitting the U.S.? That's a question we need to think about long and hard. That did not happen. I just made that up. He then I need to clarify that. I did not.
Yes, please do.
He then suggested they put together an armada of fan boats to turn around and blow the opposite direction of the hurricane.
No, they
Remember,
didn't.
kids, there are no dumb ideas.
Oh, boy.
Black Sheep feels bad. He needs to clarify he made that up.
I like.
I'm glad because I was just like, did he really say that too? Was that added on?
Yeah, y'all see them big-ass fans? That's the brand. They got them in the bars, the big-ass fans. Now, if you just get like 70 million of them and put them on top of the White House, we'll be fine.
I like this from Edgar Wright.
Well, okay.
You cannot nuke a hurricane for obvious reasons. The resulting shockwaves could reverberate into space, shatter the phantom zone, and release galactic criminals into our atmosphere who may then try to invade Earth. I can't believe this is even a discussion.
Thank you. Did Neil deGrasse Tyson give a real breakdown of what would happen if you did a nuclear bomb into a hurricane?
Well, it depends on where you do it, because then you could have radioactive bears then involved in that hurricane, and then you have a bearicane.
Comes full circle. How's your snow globe bear from Lair Dog?
Thanks, Lair Dog, once again.
He
Very
said he
nice.
did see your short, stubby little fingers flip him off, so thank you for that. Well, they're not that stubby or little.
I can't do it. I
Okay.
can't. Speaking of, Trumpy Bear, keep your tiny little hands off my script, okay? Let's knock this off.
Okay, so now we have it. Well, good stuff.
Do you want to see that
to the
OJ
United
video?
States. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so O.J. Simpson, I guess. By the way, if you are in a fantasy league with O.J. Simpson,
Guys, yeah.
you're absolutely
So wait, so my
the
suggestion.
biggest pieces of shit in
But
all
come
of
on,
America.
it's the juice.
This
Now,
is I look. It's one thing to put up with his dumbass antics in his videos, but people are still actually socializing with this man. You people should be sick.
Does he
You people
openly
are sick, man.
like to like his 3 members of his crew? Does he like joke about and or acknowledge that he did what he did?
Oh, there's no doubt.
Then there will be a turncoat situation where he's on video laughing about it. He's like, and then I went, like there will be that situation.
My thing is like also
Yeah.
considering how it worked out for him last time. I hope he's doing a better job at vetting the people that are in his circle.
Oh, after the Vegas.
But again, people are spending, and who are these golf courses letting OJ on their golf course?
Mar-a-Lago.
What are they going to do?
Nah, that's a good
that
point.
would be a
Nah,
good one.
shit. Damn it. You're
makes
right.
sense.
Not bad.
Here's OJ after the Andrew Luck retirement announcement.
Okay.
Here you go.
What do we get there?
Or report, I should say, at this point.
Andrew Luck, what did I do to you? You could have retired an hour and a half ago before I picked you in my fantasy picks. I mean, what did I do, man? I've been a fan of yours. Why would you do this to me?
So Andrew Luck, so now he has
I
Doug
did-
Gottlieb breathing down his neck, and here comes OJ set to murder
I have a
him.
solution
Yeah.
for the Gottlieb thing. Remind me to
I
get
did
back to that.
tweet that video at the Las Vegas Police Department and said, thought you should know about this.
Thank you.
Nice.
Appreciate the heads
I
up.
thought it was only fair to do.
Yeah.
You know what would have been
They
great if
didn't respond, but I know they're at least, they have to be aware of what's going on. And
a part of me is happy that
if he
in
has to
that
take one
video,
extra call just because of that, I'll be happy, Travis.
I think the best part about that video, I was just happy OJ didn't slip on a pair of gloves. How funny would that have been? If OJ, Andrew Luck, you was mad. I can't believe you did that, man. Why did you retire an hour ago? And just start sharpening the blade. Like, man, that is so crazy.
Jesus Christ.
Do you think he gets booted for terms of service on if Twitter sees that? If he does any sort of inclination,
He's probably he's probably invited to the next tech summit at the White House.
Now, I did suggest this online. One Michael Gaines backed me up on it, said he would pay full pay-per-view price.
Okay.
Did you guys ever see the show? It was on MTV2, and it was actually a partnership with Strikeforce Fighters, which Strikeforce then got bought out by the UFC. Tyron Woodley started there.
I have not
Michael
seen the
Chandler.
show.
So it was called Bully Beatdown.
Okay.
So what they would do is they would take real, dead serious MMA fighters, and then they would take two people who had a fake or real problem, like, my roommate is always hitting on girls that I bring over. I want you to take care of my bully, Tyron Woodley. And then you put him in a cage, and there's a crowd, and, you know, there's little markers where it's like if you make it through a round without quitting, you get cash. If they don't, your person who you were bullying gets the cash. The fighter does it on behalf of them. And there's pads and everything, but it was still kind of fun. Does Andrew Luck get to be the bully, or does he get to be the fighter in a bully beatdown situation? I don't need Doug Gottlieb getting his face crushed in by Andrew Luck.
Mind that
I
at all.
do, though. I wouldn't mind some light ego bruising in a situation like this. Do a
don't know
bully
if I
beatdown style smack
See,
around.
but I don't think Andrew needs to, though.
Oh no, but I would just
Somebody
enjoy
else?
it. I'm being selfish.
So somebody else would do it for Andrew?
Or no. Oh, damn. No. See, that's what I was saying is there are consequences when you don't have Twitter and 5 states between you.
Yeah, because
and Andrew Luck would.
Andrew gets
Andrew
to
Luck
go
is a
travel
giant
the world
man.
now and not have to
Yeah.
even worry about
Okay, so you
people.
want to bring in a fighter on Andrew's behalf.
Yeah, that's what I would
Okay.
do. Yeah.
All right.
I've had similar idea before. I've said that.
Plus, he's got injuries. I don't need him getting hurt
Okay.
dealing with that crap.
So
need to
Andrew Luck in a nice suit.
I do think there should be some type of severe consequence for bad takes that challenge the manhood of professional athletes. Like, it's one thing if you're going to critique a guy's play, I think that's always fair game. But I think to your point, if you're going to be a Doug Gottlieb or Dan Dockich, there should be ramifications, physical ones, where if
Why?
you
Oh my
challenge,
God.
because that's the only way people learn.
I like
the
when
only
people-
way people
Oh.
learn to shut their fucking mouths about
Oh.
things they know nothing about
Here
is
comes
when
the-
you get punched in the mouth. I'm sick and tired of
Woke
people.
bully.
No, I am. 'cause
You
I'm-
are a woke bully.
You're gonna bully Andrew Luck? Are you gonna sit up here and chastise this man who's literally given his freaking kidney to your organization, to a sport, to a game? We ain't talking about life. We talking about a game. And you sitting up here challenging this man's manhood? Who are you people? So yes, I choose violence.
Nope.
Is that what Cersei said? I choose violence. That's what I want. I'm with Chris.
What?
Let's start bringing
Well,
in
I think bully
bruisers.
breed-
Let's start bringing in ninjas. People who say stupid ass things to challenge another man's manhood. If you gonna do it, you got to stand up and physically
here's a
be
better-
called out.
Here's a better way to put it. If you're going to walk that
Amen.
line like a Doug Gottlieb and use our own reptilian instincts to get riled up about certain language and ways that you're talking to us, then we get to act on some of those things that you've then now opened. If you open that door, you now get to potentially suffer consequences of
To
that.
challenge and then to blame it on millennials. Because why? First of all, y'all gonna stop picking on millennials. Y'all gonna get enough of that. Look, hunting season on millennials is over. Y'all done had y'all fun. Yes, we've killed everything. We've gotten rid of everything. Shut up. Pussy ass baby boomers ruin the economy, ruin the climate.
Oh,
Ruin the housing market,
Oh.
ruin Wall Street, and you sitting up here talking about, oh, millennials are so soft. So sick and tired of you boomers. Let you push your ass down some steps. Next time I see your ass, I ain't saying excuse me no more. I'm parking in your handicap spots.
I don't think Gottlieb.
Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to put your milk on the top rack.
I bet Gottlieb's a Gen X.
This escalated.
That's what I'm going to do. That's right. Sick of this. And no, I'm not going to help you with the Wi-Fi password, baby boomer in the coffee shop. No, you so bad. Oh, we defeated the Nazis. All right, then defeat this Wi-Fi.
Well, let's
How's the Wi-Fi then? Now do that.
back off immediately
Okay,
on that.
man, I may have gone too far.
Maybe
on
look
that.
at a different generation, too.
I may
Yeah, and
have
that's
gone too far.
Generation X is
I
with Doug
apologize.
Gottlieb.
I
So one
apologize.
individual has made you
So,
go after an entire.
I don't
Watch
know
out,
why.
Wrong.
I
those
kind of went a little
climate
bit too
change
far. I
deniers. They
apologize.
seem
I
to-
apologize too.
They like to interact.
Yeah, I'm
That's
sorry. Tom broke
How
and-
that goes.
Mm-hmm.
We can say thanks to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. That's what we can do. It's raining today, but there'll be other places this week throughout St. Louis. Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Check them out on Facebook. Their location each day is posted, and you can go and enjoy some musubi, some mocha loco, some wonderful, wonderful poke. Get the spicy stuff. Say hello to Buzz and the gang at Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Other event coming up I want to tell you guys about. Farmington Fall Festival. Travis, you love it. It's a brews, blues, and barbecue festival.
In Murphy's Settlement.
That's right. Guess who's emceeing? Carly Lawrence.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. They've got music from up here. You want to know who they are?
Who?
Our friend John Henry. Familiar with him?
I do know old John Henry.
Tungsten Groove, Funky Butt Brass Band, Marquise Knox Band. That's huge, by the way. Marquise Knox absolutely tearing up local, regional, national scene for blues. It's the best thing you can think of to do. September 20th and 21st. Barbecue competition, chicken, ribs, pork, brisket. There's barbecue winners, Travis. All kinds of different things happening. It's presented by Karsh Family Dental. It's Farmington Fall Fest, Brews, Blues, and Barbecue. Only an hour south of here.
They
It's
allow
an easy
electric
trip down.
scooters up there?
I bet if you brought your own, they would be down with the freedom of it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. So check it out. Farmington Fall Fest, Brews, Blues, and Barbecue. Cannot say enough good things about this this event that's being put on. It's craft beer, great food, and really great music as well. So check that out online, farmingtonfallfest.com for more information.
Now, Gardner, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but you did tell me that you do receive my direct messages on Twitter, and I often send you things when I'm, 4 or 5 bottles of wine deep, and so
Prophecy?
yes,
So prophecy still?
so I am. So yeah, I I wish that was good New York wine. Let me tell you about it. But no, there was a video I sent you over the weekend that blew me away because we talk about bad, entertainment. We talked about bad films last hour. We often forget the very bad TV shows also of the 90s, and there were a ton, and this one popped up on my feed on the timeline over the weekend, and I certainly wanted to share it with the audience. This is, what's the name of this show?
Where's Rodney?
Where's Rodney? Who? I'm curious, what Rodney could they be speaking of?
Here you go.
Oh, God.
What a childhood I had. My mother breastfed me through a straw. When my old man took me to the zoo, they thanked her for returning me. Yeah, last week I looked up my family tree. 2 dogs were using it. That's the story of my life. No respect.
Jane Daly's in this. Thea!
Hold on.
This is good.
Oh,
Slim and Fry.
hold on.
Oh, we're not done. Look who it is.
Breckenmeyer!
Yeah! That's awesome. Oh, this song is terrible.
Kids give me candy.
Amy O'Neill. What's Amy O'Neill in
Jay Thomas.
Jay Thomas? That's hilarious. I think O'Neill was in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah, O'Neill was the daughter in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So yeah, where's Ryan? That's the pilot episode, and apparently, so the show
That was it.
The show was about a kid, a 12-year-old kid who was apparently a huge Rodney Dangerfield fan,
Whose name was also Rodney.
who also name was Rodney, and could summon Rodney Dangerfield at random moments throughout the show.
Like a genie?
Yeah, like a genie. And
give
Rodney
him-
would come out and help this 12-year-old huge Rodney Dangerfield fan with whatever life lesson he needed to learn that day.
That was it.
So, yeah, don't ever tell me, boy, hey, Rick James was right. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Who
That
was the
music
who was
itself.
who, oh God, how terrible was that?
Rodney?
Not only where's Rodney, but then you had him shoot one-liners in between the bars.
Not a smart could do that song.
Wow.
How
so,
bad was that?
So wait, Thea Vidal. I recognize her.
That's Thea.
What was her TV show called? Thea.
Yeah.
How'd the thing go? How'd the opening? I watched
I don't
that
remember
show.
that. I don't remember that.
Mhm.
I don't.
Thea, maybe I don't know. I watched
sure,
that
why not?
show.
I don't remember, but what?
See ya, Thea.
That's
They
fine.
would always say that.
They say that really? I don't
See
know.
ya.
I barely.
Thea?
How
That's
many
a good
seasons? How many
tagline,
seasons
a
of Thea did we
catchphrase.
get? We got to get at
Maybe
least
one.
one.
Maybe one. Oh, nine. They won up. One.
But there should be a section on Netflix or whatever streaming channel where they should be called a genre called One and Done.
Well, apparently, like this
the-
pilot, like the people that wrote the pilot, they don't even have an IMDb credit. It seems,
Jesus.
from what I was reading. Now I don't know how old the story was reading, and I
This
didn't
is-
fact check anything, but that's what it was saying.
This is giving
Because you
somebody
sent
they
me
knew
down a
chance.
rabbit hole with
Yeah,
this,
told you, man. Look.
or as you like to say, wormhole.
Thank you. I prefer worms. They don't get enough love. Rabbits get all the craze.
Yeah.
They get all the love.
Director John Squiglia,
Which one's that?
the director.
For Where's Rodney?
Yeah,
Where's Rodney?
he worked. He worked on. Okay, so
Where's
this is director.
Rodney?
All in the Family, Sanford, Archie
Where's
Bunker's
Rodney?
Plays, Silver Spoons. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's it. His career
But-
stopped after 84.
So can we say like all the greats have that off season? Like they had that. Like every great has that.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Because I didn't realize Rodney had that in his resume.
Oh, he did a lot. I mean, dude.
Yeah, look, I'm
Just
not saying
because
every
of the
Rodney
right
Dangerfield
age,
project
He
field
did
was.
But-
Ladybugs.
Don't you?
Actually,
don't- not-
Ladybugs is one of those movies I would sit through probably.
There it is.
What's
Thank
that
you.
rated?
That's got to be at least a 30.
Don't look at
Yeah.
it.
Okay,
Oh,
dog. All right,
come
cool.
on.
Damn it. I love Ladybugs.
guy-
You didn't
that
like
guy
Ladybugs
committed
it had
suicide.
the kid.
Yeah,
Did he? He was a rising star.
he's in a lot of stuff.
He was.
Never Ending Story Part 2.
Oh wow, he
Or
did.
3.
That's sad. That sucks. I didn't know
Well,
that.
they keep making those movies, don't they?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the title.
That's what I'm
Where's Rodney? By the way, when was the last time you saw a white Rodney?
This girl's dad, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And
good.
he's in his 50s.
Where does he live?
South St. Louis.
Makes sense.
Now.
He used to be in a particular organization.
No.
Okay.
Where
But he
did he
didn't grow
use, Where did he grow up?
What do you think? How would I know this person?
Okay.
Murphy Settlement.
Murphy Settlement. Yeah, so that makes sense.
Where's Rodney?
Now,
Yeah, that's
now
the
you
last-
can't really judge the show though. You never saw the episode. Maybe we should watch it. We
Like
can find it.
in Midcoast Media.
Where?
Yeah.
Where's Rodney?
Yeah.
Okay. It's one ep.
Apparently, I was reading some
God, that
literature on
song
this
was
show,
Cocaine filled.
and they thought Dangerfield did pretty well in it, but he's not as integral in it. Like he's not the main character, because he kind of makes appearances. But they thought his presence dominated the show. So
That's
they,
It's
exactly
Rodney
what it was.
Dangerfield.
They thought they could take a very simple thing, get a bunch of cheap kid actors, toss it
Yeah,
in,
yeah.
sprinkle some Rodney on
Sounds
it,
about right.
let the magic happen.
Like all pitch processes aren't the same, and I would imagine again in the 90s, the standards were certainly different. And the big networks, they had room to put out a bunch of bad content because no one was going to challenge that. Like networks, especially in the early 90s, mid 90s, they would put out a
There
lot
were
of
no-
content. Yeah,
There was no competition.
right,
Now,
right. You
it's-
couldn't, right?
Yeah, there's too much. Speaking of entertainment,
Uh huh.
big weekend for you. Black Panther, Breaking Bad, Disney Plus, cornucopia of goodness for Marvis Morel.
Overload. And I apologize to my cohorts who I sent many messages about what was taking place at the Disney Expo in California this weekend. But it was indeed a cornucopia of just amazing content news. So we learned about Black Panther 2, which is, hold on to your butts, 3 years away. So there it is, May 6, 2022. Be a summer release. So we imagine there's going to be a ton of anticipation about that. I actually read recently that Coogler just actually submitted his first draft, if you will, to the executives at Disney for Black Panther. So it looked like they're well on their way, but I'd imagine they probably won't begin filming this baby for another year and a half. So we got news about that. We got news about Disney Plus and some of the shows that'll be coming on the platform. So as we know, you'll see, of course, all the great brands that Disney currently owns, like Pixar and Marvel, Star Wars, National Geographic. You'll probably also see a lot of Fox content, things you used to see maybe for 21st Century Fox, Searchlight. You'll probably maybe see some FX content on there because Disney also owns now FX and FXX. And they also rolled out some new shows. So we're going to see, of course, things like this. The World According to Jeff Goldblum. Now, this I did not expect. I knew they were going to, of course, roll out their Marvel shows. But this was the one that caught me by the happiest surprise. because it makes sense. Jeff Goldblum deserves a TV show, and considering that the last thing we saw Jeff Goldblum in was a Marvel film, a Disney product, it makes sense that they would give him his own show. He was absolutely magnificent in Thor Ragnarok. He almost stole the show, and Jeff Goldblum's just a fun character. Like, someone made the point that they think Jeff Goldblum is just an alien who's doing a very awful job at being a human. And so, but he's just one of the most delightful human beings presently on the planet. So Jeff Goldblum doing anything is just a smart move. I think that of all the shows that Disney's rolling out is the one where I went, Eureka! So that's one of the shows they're going to roll out. They're going to also, we got news about your boy Kit Harington. He's going to join the film The Externals. And he is going to play, it's a Marvel film, and he will be playing Black Knight. He'll be the Black Knight.
Say word?
Yeah, so Farmington's finest will be in this movie. Farmington High Black Knight. See,
I was like,
Oh.
Kit Harington.
See what I did?
Not
No.
So
People
wait.
speculated they thought he was going to be Wolverine, but
Is that not fair? He goes from, wielding a sword in a mystical land to wielding a sword in a mystical land.
Typecast? Is that typecasting?
just a little bit.
I think
but
for
I
the check,
think,
I would take the
no,
type.
yeah, I would imagine that.
And
Marvel
he's
check.
5'6", and we've convinced people he could battle with the giants. So why
Rodney
not?
Dangerfield took the check for Where's Rodney?
Exactly.
Similar
deal.
money,
Yeah,
from what
sure.
I can gather.
Oh, inflation. That's the cost
Yeah.
of living.
We also learned that we're going to see some of the Marvel franchises spin off. We're going to see a She-Hulk. That is going to be a
Shulk.
or a Shulk. Shulk? Is that what we're calling it?
Whole sheet.
There's a new film that will be hitting the holidays as soon as the streaming service is available called Noel with with our good friend Bill Hader. He is playing Santa Claus. Bill Hader is the heir to the Santa Claus throne. And so he doesn't really want to step into that role. He
Can
wants
we
to do his
get
own thing.
Keith Morrison with a cameo in this space. Please.
Disney had so much fun. So there's a new film they're coming out called something Cruise, Jungle Cruise with Emily Blunt and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. So I think if you want to get two of the bigger actors in the world and throw them in a jungle, I guess, and call it Jungle Cruise.
I saw that, what is it? Ballers had their season 5
Yeah.
premiere last night.
Yeah, we got to get into that too. at some
And
point.
we should touch on it real quick here.
Yeah.
Just because I was curious. It was curious for me to find out, and I had no idea about this. But Elizabeth Warren is a huge Ballers fan.
She's a huge Ballers fan, and the season premiere of Ballers, The Rock is rating
Clicking that mouse to the right.
Elizabeth. No, but this is apparently The Rock apparently paying homage, or at least the writers and Ballers are, because the character is reading Elizabeth Warren's book.
Yeah.
An episode, the season premiere of Ballers.
It's kind of weird. They're
It is very weird.
They're
That was a-
tweeting back and forth.
Yeah,
at
it's
each other
very
about it.
very odd. Maybe Elizabeth Warren.
Smart on
Maybe
her part.
Elizabeth Warren is telling us she's found herself a running mate. Now, I'm just throwing it out there. Oh, you ain't beating Warren and The Rock. That is a
think you're gonna be-
50-state ticket.
I think
That
you're
you win
gonna
in 50
be-
states with that one, baby.
You're going to be really disappointed with The Rock, who he would choose to run with.
Yeah, that's very true. So we also learned that we're going to get little Hillary Duff is returning. Lizzie McGuire reboot. So Lizzie McGuire TV show is now going to be a part of Disney Plus. We also learned that Disney World will add a new attraction in 2020 called the Avengers Campus. So you're right.
Maybe Tommy could ride that for another wish.
Ooh. He just walks up with a punch card. Hey, I'm still alive.
He was texting me yesterday. He was at the DeCoin, I'll say the Illinois State Fair in DeCoin. He was at the one in
Of course he
DeCoin.
was.
And he was running a puppet. He was controlling a puppet.
Jesus.
He was sending
Pretty
me
awesome.
pictures of this puppet he was controlling while he's eating a corn dog and all this other stuff. And next time we have
We'll
him in,
definitely.
we have to get into this most certainly.
Disney, to this morning, they rolled out the new trailer for Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. We got a preview shot of Emma Stone as Cruella DeVille in the new film Cruella. It's going to be centered around her. So Emma Stone's going to play the infamous role. We learned that Jamie Foxx and Tina Fey are teaming up for the next big Pixar rollout, which is called Soul. Apparently, Disney's going to jump into the musical with the Pixar. Then we learned that Disney's going to introduce Onward, which is going to be starring your boy Chris Pratt and Tom Holland. Disney was just on one all weekend long. Some great photos. If you go to the hashtag D23 Expo, you'll see some of the really cool projects that Disney apparently is going to roll out with their new streaming platform this November. And folks, even we got Lady and the Tramp live action film that's also coming our way. So Disney didn't hold back this weekend. We got a little bit of a glimpse of what's under the umbrella now. We saw The Simpsons interacting with Marvel characters. Dun, dun, dun. So we learned a little bit more about the whole Sony Marvel fallout with Spider-Man. It looks like it's officially over between the partnership. So it looks like Sony will now retain the rights of Spider-Man again, and it looks like they're going to try to start filming on the next Spider-Man movie by next spring. So if there's going to be something done, the parties have about 4 to 6 months to get it taken care of. So there's still a chance that he could return to the MCU. They also had the Legends Ball where they honored the original cast of Mulan and, of course, the great Robert Downey Jr., who, of course, basically anchored Marvel to the behemoth that it is. If it wasn't for Robert Downey Jr. and Jon Favreau's Iron Man, Marvel probably wouldn't have been sold for nearly $4 billion to Disney. So it was really cool to see him. I think he has one of the coolest stories. I don't obviously know Robert Downey Jr. personally, so I'm speaking from a fan standpoint, but he has one of the coolest stories that I think you have ever seen for an actor or a figure in Hollywood. Somebody who was incredibly talented, very young, comes from a very art family, and then all but ruined his life. He could have ended up as one of those 90 tragedy young actors by the grace of God and the help of mature family and friends. He was able to get his life back together. Marvel offers his olive branch to get him into Iron Man, and the guy's now the most bankable actor in the world right now.
He was good in Zodiac.
He was very good in Zodiac. He's a very good actor, and I've said this before on Twitter. I don't know your thoughts on it, but I think he should get some attention come award season for the job he did in Endgame. My personal opinion. I don't know if it'll happen. I just thought his role. I thought he in a cast of very good actors and a very good story. I thought him, of course, as Tony Stark stood out, and it makes sense. He kind of carried the entire franchise for the last decade.
Now Disney had all this news, right?
Yes, sir.
A lot of good news, a lot of exciting news.
Yes, sir.
And in particular, they were detailing a lot of what's going into this Disney Plus streaming.
Yes.
Netflix responded.
Oh, they did.
Over the weekend.
Oh, they did. Did they ever? They saw the writings on the wall. Like, okay, a lot of people talking a lot about Disney Plus. Netflix said, it's our turn, son. And boy, did they come with it.
I don't know what to tell you. I ain't said like 500 times already. I have no idea where he is. Don't know where he's headed either. North, south, west, east, Mexico, the moon. I don't have a clue. But yo, even if I did, who wouldn't tell you? Because I've been watching the news, same as everybody else. I seen that little cage of his they kept him in. I heard about what all they did to him to make sure he kept cooking. So sorry. I don't know what to tell you. No way I'm helping you people put Jesse Pinkman back inside a cage.
Oh, Lord. El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, Netflix original. This is going to be in conjunction with AMC. AMC will also air it on their network as well. A couple of Easter eggs in that trailer. I don't know if you saw the photos on that wall in the interrogation room. It is the fallen police officers who were, of course, killed in the final season of Breaking Bad. Your boy Hank and Steve Gomez on the wall there, honoring the officers who were murdered by the cartel during the final season of Breaking Bad. So this has apparently already been filmed. It's complete, and it's going to air, I believe, October
11th.
So we're very close. So we're going to get a Breaking Bad movie. This follows up Jesse Pinkman. I always do that. Aaron Paul's character in Breaking Bad after he leaves the compound, which Walter White came and helped him escape. And the last we saw of Jesse was him driving off in that El Camino down the road, screaming that he has now been free. According to Vince Gilligan, who of course is the show creator and showrunner of Breaking Bad, and of course Better Call Saul. This will almost immediately pick up. It will talk about apparently there's a manhunt, and there are other cartel figures still after him, and Jesse essentially trying to get what's left of his life back. So I geeked. I don't know about you, but this was a great rollout because we heard last week Bob Odenkirk say, "Oh, I'm surprised people didn't know this. We're done. We finished filming a long time ago." So
Was that planned, do you think?
probably, I would imagine so. But they, like, to his point, he said they had done just a very good job at keeping it under wraps. A lot of people didn't even know that everyone had gotten together and already done their part for this upcoming film. But it definitely got folks excited. I tell you this, at the time it couldn't have been better for Netflix because these streaming platforms are coming for their throats. So this was a good move.
Travis, if you're going to pick one, if you were forced to pick one,
Oh, boy.
Disney Plus or Netflix, what are you going with?
Oh, boy. I got to stick with the Netflix right now.
Wow.
Netflix has a track record right now. Like, I'm not
House
saying
of-
that
but
Disney.
House of Mouse is who
House
you-
of
who
Mouse
you
is strong.
worship.
I don't. House of Mouse. I think their shows are going to be fun.
How's that mouse dick taste?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Good
wow.
God. I don't even know how to respond to that.
I know.
So I'm taking the Netflix thing.
Yeah.
I said Netflix. Why you got to bring up mouse penis?
Huh?
But no, I think, and that's because, yeah, they right now, for my current sensibilities, not that I don't love Marvel, but I love Breaking Bad. I love those kind of shows. I love The Queen. I'm looking forward to that coming back as well. They have, look, Netflix has high quality programming. If you're gonna come for the king, you best not miss. So if Disney, I think it's great that they have all these types of content, but they're gonna have to hit. They're gonna have to be quality. That's one thing Netflix, I know they haven't. I don't think they're in the red. I don't think they're still in the red, right? I don't think Netflix has actually turned a profit. If I understand the numbers correctly.
I'm so confused
Yeah, I
at
agree.
how they do that. How obviously there's a lot going on.
Right.
there.
But nevertheless, we know Netflix as, for the most part,
That's
producing
what
high quality
happens when
content.
you pay the Obamas millions
boy.
of dollars.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Oh, boy. This is going to be interesting. I'm very excited about this Breaking Bad project. I love Vince Gilligan. I think he's definitely one of the best top 3 writers right now on television. I think what he's done with Breaking Bad and now Better Call Saul is just
Who are
absolutely
the
unfair.
others?
I would probably say you got to go with Shonda Rhimes. She's giving you Scandal. She's giving you Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy's going until, I think, their 17th season.
Is that long for them now?
Yeah,
I remember I
bought
bought
man.
a
Like,
girl-
I think it launched like 02, 03.
I've never seen an episode of that.
Yeah, man. It's like, oh,
I bought a girl a
stupid popular
DVD.
still popular.
For Valentine's Day in 2007,
Yeah.
6, 8,
Yeah.
and I was like, well, this is probably going to end soon. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I thought then it was like, well, surely this can't be much more.
I didn't realize it's been going that long.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited, but I love Breaking Bad. I love the writing. It's just, I don't know. I for a long time, we talked about The Wire and before Game of Thrones, which unfortunately fizzled at the end. So I can't put that now at the top anymore.
Yeah.
I think The Wire still holds that, but I think a show that consistently challenges The Wire, and some people still say may be better than The Wire, it was Breaking Bad. And it was just one of those shows. Like, have you seen any of it?
No.
Here's the thing. It's really your kind of show.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah, it's right up your alley. It's quirky
I've
enough.
seen one episode of Better Call Saul.
That's even more your show because it's a guy that's willfully self-destructive. It's right up your alley.
Been there.
Oh, he's doing things that are gonna absolutely just ruin his life, and he has no reason for doing it.
There are 6
Go
municipalities
on.
or cities jail cells that would agree with that.
So it was a fun
So
weekend.
there's no worry at all for the Breaking Bad thing.
You think it's not? You're worried about it maybe tainting it? I trust.
It could not have ended better.
It could not have ended better. But if you're I've always said if you're going to do it, as long as you're bringing back the parties. So Vince Gilligan is on board. It's his story. It's his characters he created. I'm game for it. I said the same thing with The Office. I'm game for The Office being rebooted in some way, shape, or form as long as you have the original writers or the people who made it pop in that writer's room. That's the only way it works. So I trust the writers. They've already shown that they can do a great spinoff with Better Call Saul. And so I trust them with this. And again, God, you do kind of want to know what happens to Jesse, right? A little bit of you kind of wants to know if he, because man, they ruined that young man's life. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was so heartbreaking. That was such a heartbreaking final season.
So good.
So good. Gardner, get on Breaking Bad.
Okay, gosh, man, I got other stuff I'm trying to. Hey, before we get out of here, Travis, you were gone Thursday and Friday last week, right?
Si, senor.
You didn't get a chance to opine on something.
Uh-oh. Battlehawks.
What do you think of the St. Louis Battlehawks?
Well, I love it even more now than apparently this new Reddit theory that when you turn the logo upside down, it reads STL.
There's no theory. It's the real deal.
So I love that. And there's an arch on the outside. I do like that. I love the logo. I love the name because it fits with the league. It's the silly XFL. Why are people getting so hung up on the name of your mascot in a league that's created by a guy who created professional wrestling?
Why are you trying to make Andrew Luck fight someone when he could just go travel the world?
St. Louis should just be happy they're going to see professional football in 2020.
Okay.
Just be happy about it. And you're going to see folks with that fitted. You're going to see folks out with a jersey, a couple T-shirts. It's not a bad logo. But like I said, it's the XFL. Who's going to lose sleep over an XFL logo? No one. This league is not even going to be probably open by 2021, or at least in existence. So enjoy it for what it is. St. Louisans got to relax. Now,
Clear to engage. That's their tagline.
I saw that. I saw on the billboard coming into work, actually. And, okay.
Oh, they got them
They got billboards out now.
Wow.
They're already up on the billboards. So, yeah, shout out. Like I said, I think if the folks over at Boeing, I would imagine they should somehow find a way to get in on this. And they've had a relationship with the Dome in the past, so I would imagine I don't know if there's going to be a major sponsorship deal, but if I would imagine someone who's leading their sales department probably has made a phone call or two.
We'll see.
But good for them. I think the colors are cool. I think the coolest who's the one did you guys say of all the rollouts of all the mascots? What did you of the
That
new
looked the
teams
worst?
or the best? Anyone stood out to you?
No.
No,
I like
it
the
looked
DC
fake.
Defenders one.
Yeah, that was the most creative.
This may come as a surprise to you guys because I enjoyed New York Guardians. It's something about New York, about that mascot that I really resonate.
Yeah.
We'll
whatever.
pocket that.
Okay.
This Thursday.
But by the way, though, Michael Gaines reporting, according to a source, that Andrew Luck will be the quarterback for the Battlehawks.
That'd be awesome.
In their first season.
Thank you, sources.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
This Thursday, we have a brand new Happiest Hour comedy series kicking off, thanks in part to Jack Daniels.
Oh, my God.
In partnership with them, we've got an amazing lineup this first week. If you're in the Grand Center downtown area or want to just swing by, specials start at 4 p.m. It's a true happy hour experience, guys. Happiest Hour comedy series in partnership with Jack Daniels Tennessee Whiskey and then also Schlafly Beer specials start at 4 p.m. this Thursday. It's Sophie's. That's on the second level of our building, the Zach building at 3224 Locust right here in Grand Center. Bringing the most talented comics in St. Louis, special guests from around the country as we move forward in the series. Each Thursday, Sophie's Artist Lounge and Cocktail Club opening its doors for free. Drink specials, great food. First show, we'll have Meredith Hopping, Nathan Orton, and Jovan Bibbs. Comedy starts around 6. Feel free to come have a cocktail after work before the show starts. We'll see you on the second floor of the Zach building this Thursday. We'll be there. I'm excited to get this kicked off. It's a cool concept. We've got some amazing people lined up over the next 6 months to be part of the show. So thanks again to Jack Daniels for making that possible. Travis, anything you want to hit before we get out of here?
Don't forget, boys and girls, if you're in the Seattle area this weekend,
Oh, you're going to Seattle this weekend?
I'll be in your city. That's right.
Good for
Travis
you.
is heading to the Pacific Northwest. Watch out, Whales. Watch out, Seahawks. I see you, Russell Wilson. Travis is coming to your city. I'm really afraid. I'm very, very afraid because I do want to go to the nice, what they call the Space Needle.
Yeah.
And I also would like to go to one of their fine coffee shops called the Starbucks. I would like to try that out.
You should tell me what the scooter scene's like up there.
Oh, I
too.
will.
I got jealous on my smoke break at the top of the hour. Saw a guy coming out of the apartment complex
Right.
next to us, like the gated parking lot.
Right.
Comes out, is carrying something, and I'm like, "What's this guy carrying?" He's got like all yellow like rain suit on. He sets down what he's carrying, folds it up, unfolds the handlebars, and it's a scooter.
Woo!
And he takes off, and I'm like,
Oh.
I better get here soon.
Ah, yes.
Because I just got jealous.
Yeah, you did.
And I want to talk to you and see if we should hang out.
I'm curious. I wrote several jokes this weekend about black people in Seattle. I hope it works.
Do you know the Seattle scene?
I do not, but someone, but I do not. I don't know anything about the Seattle scene. That's the thing. Like, I think I'm going to have to, I'm really going to have to figure out what works in Seattle. When I
We
get up
interviewed
there.
a guy who is on his way to blowing up. He's got a lot of credits
Who
to
is
his
he, Chris?
name.
Do I know him?
He came with Langston
I don't know,
Kerman.
then I don't
and his
know
name
him,
is
man.
Jack Knight. Remember him? We had Jack Knight on. He's been on a bunch of stuff. He's from Seattle. Careful. Don't be stepping on black comics' toes in Seattle.
I'm very excited to go. That's my first time to the state of Washington.
I was
so I'm very
really
excited
impressed when
about
I
it.
went up there.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I have. Yes, I have friends that are on the Seattle Seahawks. I probably will hang out with them.
I actually might know someone now.
There's a couple of Mizzou guys who I know
who you've
do,
never talked to.
Oh, okay.
No, I actually do. Surprisingly, like every blue moon, ain't like I'm up here just
No,
calling
but
them
it
every
wouldn't
other
be
day.
weird if you're like, hey, what's good?
No, not at all.
All right, I'll believe you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Justin Britt, Seattle Seahawks center.
Okay. Well, guys, it's been a great show. Big thanks to our friends at Getaway Carts, to Tommy Bannister, our other friends that support the show, like Tech Electronics.
Tech Electronics, yeah.
TechElectronics.com for more information. Hillside Animal Hospital.
Hillside Animal Hospital, fix your damn animals today.
They are a big supporter of our show. Every Wednesday, we have Dr. Ed doing dogs on film, and it's International Dog Day, so give them a shout. Hillside Animal Hospital.
Let me say hello to all my dogs and friends. Wee wee. Wee wee.
Hold on.
Wee wee. Wee wee. Wee wee. Wee wee. Wee wee.
You're saying yes, yes.
For International Dog
Or
Day.
yes.
Wee wee.
That's yes.
That'll do it for the show today. Big thanks to everybody for jumping on board for all the fun. Subscribe on iTunes, share wherever you can.
Organic growth
That's
and that
right.
ass. Let's go.
We're back live tomorrow at 8 a.m. We'll see you then.
Peace.